Okay, abusia yabema kwaba shonko so edeba Ghana Politics Avenue so abusia yembonra yensemu Professor Mark Oquaye, former Speaker of Parliament. Abusia ni din epiemu ewo Ken Ofori Atta ni dwane sikeria owia no Akroma ya luta oluti state fans abusia top NDC communicator anase former NDC MP Abontin Ababe exposing no or say Professor Mike Oquaye, you should give us a break. Abusia or say or no ena during the time in Parliament. Ken Ofori Atta eba Parliament as finance minister or say government no here space na omode akwa boro aba chese papa no Ken Ofori Atta or boa Ken Ofori Atta emane ko boro sika eba ya omode be luti omano abusia honorable Ashaiman or the science no aba betuja. Credit goes to Joy Prime. And I say, oh, these are commona. Yes, I'm on corner, young Konkoti and Simbia, or the two Jawa exposed former Speaker of Parliament, Professor Mark Oquaye, and Ken Ofori Atta, involvement in Ken Ofori Atta's crime. Abusia, unsubscribe, subscribe, like, and share, ma Afro so answer into me and Kebi, Ghana Politics Avenue. So, and don't forget to click on the notification bells and there are any updates be able dropping once able to me aka medamase.
Once you know every 4 years you need to change them. If you loaded Bawumia, that's the party. Yes, if let me tell you, the party is headed by the Professor Mike Oquaye and others, isn't it? Didn't you hear Professor Mike Oquaye even talking against some of the laws he has passed in Parliament? Didn't you hear? Professor Mike Oquaye was the person sitting down and allowing Ken Ofori Atta to abuse us. I was in Parliament. Nobody called me to educate me on that. So today, to me, when Professor Mike Oquaye is speaking, I watch it with some curious eyes because I knew what he did to us. This Templeton bond. I was in Parliament. I don't go, Haruna Idris Honorable, Akuffo. No, don't do it this way. They went ahead. I was sitting right there. So today, if you tell me Professor Mike Oquaye and others, please, I'll take it with a pinch of salt because no human being is perfect. You get it right, and I agree on that.
So the floor is yours.
We are not, but let me do justice to some of the issues my brother raised about my minister promising the nation 50,000 employment or recruitment. Yes, he did. He did on the...
That's the education ministry, you mean?
Yes, that's my boss. He did on the premise that we didn't promise to become and be paying the bondholders that they took their money.
No, come on.
They took their money, and for the first time we saw old men and old ladies holding walking sticks to go to the Ministry of Finance.
This is a weak defense. He made this statement on June 25th.
This is Ghana. And this is the kitty you left. We left you a kitty in 2017, 120 billion. You were living and you left 726.7 billion. About 606 billion you borrowed. Fine, we don't say borrow is not good. What did you use the money for? And when my brother says that the 10,000 or 12,000 kilometers of road is equal to what? From a road from here to Shanghai, you were shouting. Now give us in Ghana's context where the roads are. Give us that. Okay, we are not talking about Shanghai. We are talking about Ghana. Where are the roads? And this is the time that we Ghanaians must take. We must critically critique the politicians. Like my brother sitting down here.
Like yourself.
These are the figures that you people left. And we are talking about those figures.
You don't see the rules.
And today, if a government comes, we didn't promise Ghanaians we are coming to pay the Eurobond. We paid $700 million. Didn't you hear Akuffo last week?
Yep.
That is governance. What did they pay? What did they pay? We've invested about $9 billion in the energy sector. If we use that money, can't my Minister of Education employ more than 50,000?
So
this is the mess. We are cleaning your mess. You must be quiet. Okay. The type of mess you left made your finance minister run away from this country. I shudder to see an MPP person sitting by me talking again about finance while their finance minister has run away from this country. And that is what we are talking. We are talking about facts and figures here.
You don't have.
What did they do to the NIB? We have come to pay about 1.9 billion Ghana cedis for NIB to come back to life again. They depleted the coffers. They had wanted to sell NIB. These are the people. And so when we are talking about economy today, you see, I feel shy having an MPP person sitting by me because the mess they have left, we are cleaning the mess. And within 1 year, we've been able to clean the mess, moving our debt to GDP from 61% to 43% within 12 months. And you have an MPP person sitting down with me saying, what? What is he talking about? We, my boss, have employed or engaged the people. If you have, Ghanaians have paid NPP appointees and you recruited people. You didn't show the way of paying their salaries. You give them appointment letters. Is that not it? Now a new government comes. You left a mess. You want him to, on the same day, to be employed. We did, my boss did over 10,000. Those appointments that yes, they've started paying them. That makes sense. During their time, what did they do to even contractors?
That's not true.
We paid over 5 billion.
Have you paid contractors in this country?
5 billion. We paid 5 billion. What are you talking about? Didn't you hear? These are the people who don't read anything. They come and sit down here and be talking.
Honorable. With due respect.
I will draw. So I
cannot say that.
No, I said I will draw. Be quiet. You are making noise. That's why you said.
No.
He's withdrawn that.
I've withdrawn.
And you can't tell me.
I've withdrawn 10 times.
I respect you. You cannot tell me I should be quiet. I don't read anything. What are you talking about?
No. Once you are making a presentation,
I respect you. So like that respect. No,
this is what I'm talking about. During their time,
you just been shaken by the question.
No.
I'll come back to you.
Respect yourself.
I'll come back to you.
Respect.
But if you disrespect me, I'm not going.
No. I said what I said. That is not.
He has done that.
I will draw 10,000.
Apologize.
But let us come.
That's not true.
No, look, we are in this country. These people, BEC people wrote exams. Why could not release their results? Just because they don't pay.
The 100 and something.
122 million. They couldn't pay. These are the people in government wearing suits. They couldn't pay 120 for the BEC student to have their results to go to secondary school. We have paid that. This year, did you hear that we are owing anything? You can't just stand up and be talking about my minister. Because he has done the yeoman's job. The teacher trainings that the MPP people campaigned that we are going to cancel. Did we cancel it? The nursing training allowance, did we cancel it? Did Akuffo pay them? This is governance. And I'm saying that I'm not calling God just for calling it on political chauvinism. Because it has been a miracle for this country that we have a president that has been so prudent. We have the Minister of Finance that has been able to pay our debt. And today, Ghana cedi has appreciated for the first time over 40%. Or if my figure is right, that's it.
Yeah.
Have cedi appreciated under them? Even under us. We took the e-levy that they told us that if you don't pay e-levy, you can't even breathe in Ghana. We took it off. What happens? We took COVID levy off. What happens?
And how many?
We took betting tax off. What happens? This is governance. You know, even Jesus Christ, the time he came, he roamed the whole world looking for what? Apostles. Is that not it?
Yeah.
He got 12. Do you get me right? And one of them, Judas Iscariot, betrayed him. Is that not it? I am beginning to feel that we have the descendants of Judas Iscariot in Ghana.
And the other again.
I say I'm beginning to feel that way. Because they see no good on anything that is good. They see no right on anything that is right. I am not campaigning. MPP should feel ashamed. And now, if Bawumia is coming, why should we be afraid? Because if you do management, you know that top-down approach is dictatorial and bottom-up approach is democratic. Is that not it? Why are they using the same polling station executive to vote here? Once you know every 4 years, you need to change them. If you lauded Bawumia so well,
that's the party's decision.
yes, even let me tell you, the party is headed by the Professor Mike Oquaye and others, isn't it? Didn't you hear Professor Mike Oquaye even talking against some of the laws he has passed in Parliament? Didn't you hear? Professor Mike Oquaye was the person sitting down and allowing Ofori to abuse us. I was in Parliament. Nobody called me to educate me on that. So today, to me, when Professor Mike Oquaye is speaking, I watch it with some curious eyes because I knew what he did to us, this Templeton bond. I was in Parliament. Addo, Haruna, Idris Honorable, Akuffo, no, don't do it this way. They went ahead. I was sitting right there. So today, if you tell me Professor Mike Oquaye and others, please, I'll take it with a pinch of salt because no human being is perfect. You got it right, and I agree on that.
So you believe that bringing Bawumia will not change anything?
What is it going to change? The man who told my child, educate him on TV, that when you go to a place and they give you 1,000 interchanges and they put Ghana card, take Ghana card. Why will I be afraid of that person? 1,000 interchanges. Take it that I send my child to Japan and they are giving grants to Ghana card and 1,000 interchanges. And Bawumia have already educated my child that when you go to Japan and you see 1,000 interchanges grant, don't take it, take Ghana card. What do you think will happen? What will be the impact? I am telling you that is what I am going to use to campaign if he wins. Because this man can deceive us. He did it before. 1,000 interchange, I should forget about. Look, if we have even 100 interchanges in this country, how will our businesses go? So they should bring him.
Okay.
We are not scared.
Okay, Honorable.
We are going to use governance. We are going to use.
I have not spoken. You have
proper governance. We are not going to debate on who is best or who is not best. We are going to use what? Proper governance. Where inflation, exchange rate, debt levels will come down. Where opportunities will be open. Listeners are making a mistake. When I was talking about agriculture, I'm talking about 24-hour economy. Okay. So it is not big put. And that is what we are going to use the voter basin for. The voter basin will be used for that. And then the lake will be used for transportation.
Very well.
And that's what Ghana is looking at.
Okay.
So MPP, I am sorry, MPP.
Honorable, it's okay. Let me wrap up.
Look at your balances.
You cannot disturb this program. You are done with your program. You are not going to entertain of it.
I will not talk again.
You are being very disruptive.
Let me wrap up. My very last question to you.
Look at how you are sweating.
No, if you don't know me, who I am.
Gentlemen, your time. Musa, let me wrap up with you. From what we have heard, if Dr. Bawumia eventually picks up this nod and is to face the NDC, how are the chances going to be looking at, knowing very well that the issue of constituency that Jeffrey spoke about, we're bringing the same person again? Would it make a difference?
Look, the reality is that we've done a scenario involving top 4 NDC candidates against Bawumia. And he's losing against all of them.
Wow. Regardless of whoever the NDC brings.
Yes, in terms of the 4 leading candidates.
Yeah.
Haruna Idrisu, Akuffo, C0řrzupt Ketia, and Julius Debra.
Dr. Bawumia will lose against any of them.
That's the current polling data.
Would it change? We have 3 years to do this. Would it change in any way?
Oh yes, definitely things will move up and down. For some of the candidates, it might be very close. And for some, the gap will still be there. Currently, the poll shows that Haruna Idrisu and Akuffo will get the biggest landslide possibly. But C0řrzupt Ketia and Julius might win with a whisker, which is not what you want to have.
Yeah. Anyway, thank you very much for your time this morning, Mr. Dankwa. I really appreciate it.
My pleasure.
Great. Mr. Dankwa is the Director for Global Info Analytics, joining us this morning. Jeffrey,
so
you have
I have time because
you know, whenever you talk about dry bones, who is more rattled? Is the old lady, old man, if you like. So I understand why Honorable here is so irate and all of us started shouting. With all the shouting, the fact still remains that your boss, as you say, now I understand. I'm getting the whole picture. That he
created a bigger picture for you too.
He's in the frame of harboring the intent.
You still disagree with
harboring the intent to lead the NDC, and that is. And now I understand the spirited defense.
You didn't like the facts and figures that he gave.
No. See, the fact still remains.
What you think it is?
The fact still remains. Of all the things that he said, the fact still remains that the honorable minister lied. June 25th, 2025. When did he realize that DDEP had been passed and was being rolled out in this country? When did he realize the books, the balance, and the expenditure when he took office? When was he appointed? I am talking about the chronology of his promise. On June 25th, I repeat, that by the end of this year, you are going to employ 50,000 teachers and 10,000 non-teaching staff. That is what I'm saying. I don't care about all the shouting and, disrespecting our viewers. I do not care about that. The fact still remains that your boss...
Beyond that, he mentioned that they've made some very significant gains.
The fact still remains that you said you were going to employ 50,000, which you didn't. That is fact. So I'm saying that beyond the rhetorics, if you go down, people are really suffering. Didn't you promise us in your first budget that you are going to create 240,000 jobs in agriculture? Did you do it? The 24-hour economy, did you do it? The Women's Development Fund, did you do it? Now, the 1 million coders, how many have you trained? So we are talking about your lies, and they will chase after you. Irrespective of the spirited argument that you raise, the fact is fact that on June 25th, he promised that he's going to do this, and he didn't.
Okay. Solo, do I go for messages and come back?
No, anyhow, anyway.
Solo is the chillest person in the studio this morning. It's very, very chilled. All right, let me see if I can do it. Can you guys help me out with my screen? Help me, let me see. Yeah. Okay, so this one says that, good morning. To be sincere, the NPP should go to total cleansing, remove bad leaders among them, stop lying to the people of Ghana. Or the good ones among them should join Alan Chairman Ting. They should forget winning 2028, start bringing new leaders, stop supporting wrong members. Okay, so that's, this one says, KMG, welcome back. I'm sure the LI 2462 has been repealed, but there is mining going on in the Miriwa Forest Reserve in the BNE the Oquaye municipality in the Western North region under the guise of licensing small-scale mining. So I urge NIMOS to take notice of that. I also want to know when His Excellency Mahama will sign into law the legislation of tricycles and Okada. Good morning, dear. Charles Champong sent in that one. Okay, I'm going to speak to Shandorf with regards to that issue of mining. I'm sure he would take care of that. Good morning, sir. In fact, Honorable Siama really articulates his points on juxtaposing the 2026 budget to that of 2024 budget, where prudent economic management has been experienced under His Excellency John Mahama. Investors' confidence has been built. Kudos to Honorable Siama, and I'm proud of him this morning. And that's from Erickson. Blueprint writes from Sikado Ketan. It says the NDC has really disappointed Ghanaians about the amount touted 24-hour economy to the extent that the budget allocation is just 110 Ghana cedis million Ghana cedis. Meanwhile, this same government promised 4 billion Ghana cedis to facilitate the implementation of this policy. This is a clear disappointment and a slam on the faces of the teeming Ghanaians. Greetings to incoming flag bearer Kennedy in Japan. Can I get the next one? This one, Musa Bato in Asawasi says 2026 budget is going to be a promising one. A prudent and solid foundation has already been laid, and the positive signs are becoming evident. The economy is showing encouraging growth. The living standards of the average Ghanaian are improving, and this was clearly reflected in the unprecedented pre-Christmas festive season, where market women were jubilant due to record-breaking sales. God bless President Mahama and his economic management team for their commitment and effective stewardship. All right, let me get the next one. This one has itemized a few things. Okay, let me go on this. Good morning. I fully agree with them. NPP reps submission of the 24 economy, our economy. The only issue I have is that I don't think that will make me or an average Ghanaian to vote for NPP again. Yes, the NDC not fulfilled that promise, but the economy is way better and the security situation has improved. Fuel is cheaper, food prices have reduced. Greetings to Mr. Solo, President of Neck Pressers Association. Happy New Year to everyone. Edie from Teshi sent in that. Can I get the next one? Good morning to you all. We are very proud of NDC government for bringing economic indicators back on track, especially cedi to dollar management today. Food commodity are affordable. The city is performing well in the international market, boosting investors' confidence. Business are back on track. Private sector are now doing well from Big JT in Tamale Central. All right, let me.
Okay, political highway. So Professor Mark Oquaye and Professor Honorable Ashaiman Edine Honsem Ebetuja or just Dr. Bawumia ono onyobia obetumi LED eye on my way enye asem ketwa kra ebeda ma sesa mo chepene kokotisa and some way ede mi Ghana Politics Avenue. So and don't forget to click on the notification bell so na any updates bia ya be drop monsa etumi aka medamase.